How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. You didn't have quite as far to come to get to Tallahassee. What's it been like since you've been here? Do you feel like since you've been here so much during the recruiting process that does it feel like not that big of a transition?
No, sir, not really. Yeah, I come here I've been here for 8 times on my visit, so it's like I'm already comfortable. I'm at home, so when it came down to me making my top 3 on my decision, okay, I'm already know I got a clue. I'm not too far from home. I got a good relationship with Coach Atkins, Coach Mobile, and I got a good relationship with one of the O-linemen, Darius Washington. So it was an easy transition, kinda, but I could say the waking up early, the schedule, yeah, that was a big difference. So me being able to wake up every day, follow the schedule, continue to be here every day for almost 2 months. So I'm getting to hang almost everything. So the transition probably been about good.
Next will be Brendan, third row.
You mentioned Darius Washington. I guess what's your relationship like with Darius, and what did he tell you, while you were being recruited about coming to play at Florida State?
I met Darius my freshman year. I was at a camp at Florida State, my first camp ever. And at first I was a defensive player, and everybody was going around asking, do you look like a defensive player, or do you look like he could play O-line? So after that camp, I started playing O-line. And ever since then, everything took off for me. That's when I started getting offers and stuff like that. And when it came down to Florida State, I always talked to Darius. Me and Darius started kind of build that big brother, little brother bond. And he'll check up on me. He'll make sure everything good with me, how FSU going, how it's going to be, and what my biggest things to work on.
Next will be Peter, front row.
What was the best advice that Darius gave you even throughout the process, and what do you see yourself playing at this level?
I could say motivation and being able to just to go out every day and do what you have to do, kind of. But I could say he's very motivational. He makes sure you're straight. He check up on me every day. If I don't know a play, he'll help me out. So just it's that relationship how you're building one-on-one time with everybody and getting that help that you need.
What position did the coach see you playing? Are you expected to play tackle or guard, or what did they see you project you?
Right now I'm playing right tackle, but if I need to if coach want me at left tackle, I'll learn it. Guard, I'll learn it. So it's wherever he want me at, I'll learn it. But right now I'm at right tackle.
We'll go back to Brendan on the third row.
So when you first started playing football, you were on the defensive side
Yes,
of the
sir.
ball? I guess how old were you when you started playing football? What were your early impressions on the sport?
I was 7, and how I was playing football, I grew up with some of my friends in the neighborhood, so it's all of us on the same team. So it's like a brother bond. We going out here, we get to hit people without getting in trouble, and just building that connection, kinda, and then just processing up during life got me here. So I could say now, in high school, I had that brother bond again, laughing, joking, playing in practice, hitting people, winning games, going out. It's a good experience. And I can say now, me being able to come to Florida State, it's a blessing, it's an opportunity that not everybody where I'm from had. So then me being able to take trips with everybody, the team bonding even more, building that bond and connection with multiple people.
All right, we'll go back to Ira, second row.
So how early did they get you guys up, and has that changed what time you go to sleep? Were you normally a guy who stayed up later, or do you have to go to bed earlier?
I can say one, before I came to Florida State, my biggest thing was I like to sleep. So, but ever since then, we have been on a schedule certain days where you have to get up. For instance, Tuesday and Thursdays, I get up at 6:50 because we have a team meet at 7:30. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get up at 9:50 because we have a workout at 10:30. So that kind of is a good schedule of balancing me, so that when it's time for me to go home, I go to sleep around 10:30, 11. So I get my full 7 or more hours of sleep.
We'll go to Kurt here on the front row.
You talked about, I guess, kind of the offensive line origins, come back here to camp at Florida State too, I guess. What were your thoughts initially about playing offensive line, and how did that kind of adjustment period go? How quickly did you take to it?
I first paid attention to it when I was at a camp, like the fundamentals, how everybody break everything down to me and learning the plays, like what I have to do. So it's like, it was a journey. I wouldn't say it was easy, but I was picking up on everything, how it was going day by day with playing online.
We'll go to Adlon in the back right.
I know you talked about your relationship with Darius. Just being in that room, can you tell that, like, Darius is a leader, the guys look up to him? Is that a role that he kind of wears, I guess?
In my opinion, I believe he's a great leader, actually. Like, everybody go to him for advice. He help everybody out. It's like a big motivational speaker, kind of. Like, he got you when you don't think you need help or anything. He'll make sure you're doing the right thing. If you need more help, he'll help you out. He'll make sure your fundamentals and development is straight.
We'll go back to Brendan in the third row.
What are some parts of your game that going into camp coming up here that you're going to be solid at and feel confident with? And then what are things that you really want to focus on, work on improving in?
I could say developing more and like controlling my weight. Before I got here, I wouldn't say I was in great condition, but I was in okay condition. But every time I practice and stuff, my breathing and everything, I'm in like a good shape right now. So just like me being able to hold my condition, my breathing and stuff like that. So that been like the biggest thing for me.
Ira on the second row.
Manase's background is so different from most guys in the locker room. What's it been like getting to know him, and how much do you enjoy having him in the locker room?
Manase is my roommate, so when I first met him, it was like a brother kind of. We was laughing, kicking it, whatever. So it was like every day, me and him, it's like a duo kind of. Two freshmen, learning the plays, going to meetings, going to classes. So it's like we can count on each other kind of. But you can count on each other with the whole team as well. But me and him just got that closer bond because we're like roommates.
We'll go back to Adlon.
I don't know how much of like the recruiting process you were immersed in, but I know at one point everyone worries about stars, and you had a fifth star on one of the recruiting services and didn't finish as a 5-star. Is that anything that motivates you? What kind of mindset do you have in year one right now?
When I got that 5th star, I was extremely happy. But then it's like, it didn't last long. So it's like, okay, I got these stars, but I still have something to do. And I know it's not going to last long. So after that, I was just like, okay, I got dropped one. So work harder, do what I need to do, and just focus on football. So I didn't really pay really attention to the stars. It was a good thing that I could have, but that was my biggest piece.
We'll go back to Ira.
Your recruitment did take, you mentioned once you moved to offensive line and people started seeing you, it kind of took off. At one point, everybody was coming after you. What was that like, and how did you handle that, the stress of all these schools coming at you?
I could say at first it was overwhelming because you got everybody text you, everybody blowing up your phone. But I always had my dad to help me, guide me through what I need to do and with everything. And then I always pray. So it's when it came down to me making my decision, I said a prayer before I went to sleep. And then I figured out what I wanted, so now I'm here.
Do you miss getting sacks and that stuff?
I can say before I came here, my senior year of high school, I was playing both offensive defense, sacking crazy. But if I have the opportunity to do it again, I will, most definitely.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.